my God. All right. Hold on. Let me stand up for a second. Let me just set up the PC real quick. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. I took a much longer nap than I normally do for streams like this, so I apologize. Aaron, how are we? I'm running a little bit behind. Let's see, I forgot to put on all chat, all messages. And Soggy Chex Mix right off the rip. Right off the rip hits me with a dicks in your ass. All right. We are off to a fucking roaring start here, ladies and gentlemen. Sir, it is well past your bedtime. It is. I took a good nap before, Derek. I was getting ready for. I usually do the 11:30 stream. I woke up about 5 minutes ago, so I'm fucked. I was about to say I was about to go to sleep, but just wanted to say hi. All right, Aaron. Well, good seeing you. Glad you stopped by. Appreciate it. Yeah, is what it is. You win some, you lose some. I had my alarm set for 11:30. Quick nap, so I can get a good hour and a half stream in. Ended up sleeping right through that, and here we are. So I did not want to go tonight without streaming for you guys. You know me. What's with the huge hats, man? I don't know. What the fuck is that? I don't know. You know, you need something. Your eyes look droopy. Not at all. I'm chilling. I'm up. I'm up. I'm awake. I've never been more awake. The huge hats, I don't know. It's kind of like a gimmick. I have no idea. How much these cost and where can I get one? So this one was $85 at UBS Arena. The other one I got as a gift. It's a Noggin Boss hat, though. NOGGIN boss.com. They sell every single NFL team. They sell a bunch of colleges. It's really cool. How was your furry party today? Derek, I kind of kept that one a secret. I didn't think anybody knew I was at the furry party tonight, but I guess I can't keep my life much of a secret anymore. It is what it is. Furry party's crazy. But it was good. Thanks for asking. I'm freaking out right now. Can't imagine what this could be about, but what's up, little bro? What's going on? Little bro is freaking out. Why? His face got a little fucking chubby. Ooh. This is a really good basketball game on. Little bro, I'm dying to know what's got you freaking out. You mean Lil Lie? Call it whatever you want. Call it however, whatever. Call it how you see it, Derek. I'm watching this basketball game. There's a great college basketball game on right now. UNLV and Utah State. Great basketball. Yeah, little bro, what's up, man? You can't come in here and say I'm freaking out and not give me some sort of reason why you'd be freaking out. Now I'm freaking out. So I'm watching the old live stream from my church, and I kind of closed my eyes and scrolled and clicked on open. Well, when I clicked on it, it was our associate pastor preaching. I'm watching. Clicked on it, and I went to see what date it was, and it was the day after my dad died, and he's teaching about. I'm 38 points, 13 rebounds, 10 assists for Luka. Held Murray to 2 points in the second half. Yeah, Lakers, that was a big win. And Luka Doncic is playing unbelievable basketball right now. Must be nice. The Knicks suck ass. Voice to speech always messes me up. Connect input popularity properly using 2 AWG cable up to 6 long. Or what? I have no idea what the fuck. What are you talking about, man? What does that even mean? What does any of that mean? UCLA upset ranked 4 Purdue tonight. That game was great. I was watching that game, Derek. UCLA, Donovan Dent. I love Donovan Dent from his days at New Mexico. That was an unbelievable win. Good for UCLA. Larry, I don't know what. Soggy Chex Mix, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Wow. This game, if anybody is looking for something to watch, FS1 right now, this game is fucking incredible. Um, yeah, it is. I got to trim my beard in the worst way, man. I've really let this thing go a little too far. UCLA shot well and got the win with more turnovers and fouls. Yeah, that was an impressive win. Purdue's got some flaws, man. I don't know. I'm not that big on Purdue. I just pissed in my shampoo bottle and dropped the soap. Nice. That's awesome, man. That sounds like a. It sounds like you had the full fucking night. You had the full experience of a perfect night, in my opinion. Nice. Purdue can't shoot the three. Yeah, no, they don't shoot the three very well. They like, Braden Smith's a great player, but he's not like he can like no show a lot, and their bigs are not very good. Like their bigs offensively are not very um uh, stout. They're not good offensive bigs. They're gonna have trouble in March. I don't think they're gonna go very far. But yeah. So I took a fat nap before. How do you feel about the Mets? I love what the Mets are doing. Aren't you the one who hosted the Diddy party last week that was all over Facebook? Again, no comment. Not answering that one. Why did you want to come? No. No, not me. How do I feel about the Mets trade? I love the Mets trade. I think Luis Robert's a guy that doesn't hit very well. He dominates lefties, which the Mets need desperately. Um, he's not going to like light up the world. He had one really good year, and I think a lot of people are putting a lot of stock in that one year. I'm not expecting a lot out of him. I think it's a low risk, high reward trade. Luis Angel Acuna really never did anything. I think it's a good move for the Mets. They needed a center fielder desperately. Luis Robert is as good as it gets in center field. I like it. I love it, actually. But I don't expect much out of Luis Robert. Welcome to all the new people. This is an LGBTQAA plus friendly stream. So I'll try to be respectful. His defense is better than offense, 100%. I've been like arguing with Met fans for like 2 years now, Derek. You know how I am. I think a lot of Met fans don't know what they're talking about. I think there's a lot of Met fans that are very ill-informed about things. And like a lot of them wanted Luis Robert a year ago because of his 2023 season. And I think a lot of people are putting too much stock in that. He is not a very good offensive player, besides when he's hitting against lefties. Mets fans are delusional. Not all of them, Derek. Listen, a lot of them are fucking dumb, and a lot of them are expecting a lot of things, but delusional, not some of them are. Some of them are just ridiculous. But I think like you look at this team. What the fuck? Check Smith. What is going on here? You look at this team, and a lot of it is just hey, popping by to say hi, but heading to bed. Kasha, have a good night. Go to sleep. Yeah. I'm sorry that I started so late tonight. I'm a little bit upset with myself. I passed out for a little bit and woke up. Woke up a little later than usual, so I'm not happy about this. Blackhawks rule. Chex Mix must be on crack. I think a lot of people that pop up in the stream, especially in the shorts feed, might be on crack. A lot of crack use in the YouTube lives. But yeah, Derek, I don't know. I think it's a lot of like, it's just a lot of people being ill-informed. Like, Luis Robert hasn't been good in like 2 years. It's a great low risk move for the Mets, and it works. Surely he took up our pain for what? I don't know what. I don't know what's going on here. Wow, this is a great game. Do you watch college football? I love college football. Tiger is my fave. Um, that game last night, Indiana, unbelievable. Fernando Mendoza, the truth. I think Kurt Signetti is the best coach in college football. I love college football. Big college football guy. Oh my god. Why is the hat so big? To fit all my ridiculous thoughts in it. I don't know. Do you like emo whores? We'll go back to that. What the fuck is Chex Mix talking about? The crack is cooking his brain. A lot of crack use being used on YouTube around here. The hat is big because he has a BBC. I can tell you for sure I have the exact opposite. Are you from Indiana? I'm not from Indiana, no. Long Island. I've been to Indiana. Nice state. I'm a big fan. Big fan of the state of Indiana. Nothing bad to say about Indiana, except the Pacers. Fuck them. Wow. I'm from Zimbabwe. Nice. I love Jonathan Quick, but it's time for him to retire. He should get a one-day deal with the LA and retire. Yeah, Jonathan Quick's been really bad recently. You ever pop a blood vessel under your eye? I never have. No, but it does look pretty fucking cool. I'm sure it hurts, but it looks cool. Yeah, Jonathan Quick is. It's tough to see. I mean, it's great for me because he's a Ranger, and like I think it's great that he sucks on the Rangers. But I mean, Jonathan Quick was one of the best goaltenders of my generation, and he is totally fallen off. First Glizzy was invented around 1867. Learn something new every day. That was good information. I appreciate that. Thanks, Beansy Boy. What are your thoughts on Alabama's new coach? Alabama's a new coach? Do they really? Do you have diarrhea? I don't right now. Not currently. What? Alabama hired a new coach? You're talking about what's his face? Caleb DeBoer. Caleb DeBoer. You want a hot dog with soy sauce? No. Oh, Caleb DeBoer. I was gonna say, did they fire DeBoer or something? I mean, listen, you can't expect him to live up to what Nick Saban put together at Alabama. It's just like illogical. But you know, I think he's doing as good of a job as he could. I don't think I think the program's in the right direction. I think the SEC is as tough as it ever was. But it's just you're not going to live up to what Nick Saban did for Alabama, no matter who you are, no matter who you bring in there. It was never going to work out like that. Fley needs to start a soy sauce party. Why do I need to start a soy sauce party? What do you mean I need to start a soy sauce party? Nuggets with sweet and sour sauce is dank. I'm a bigger barbecue sauce guy. I'll go barbecue sauce over sweet and sour. I will say Nick Saban is a legend. Nick Saban, absolute legend. Probably the greatest coach in college football history. It's impossible to follow that act. It's an impossible act to follow for Caleb DeBoer. Just not plausible. Yeah, that's that. Are y'all getting a winter storm this weekend here in Texas? You are. You're getting a winter storm in Texas? We're getting one Sunday night. We're supposed to be getting some tough weather, but we'll see. A little early. They called that one a little early. Sometimes it's barbecue's the most stolen sauce out of McDonald's. Huh. Smart move for Fernando Mendoza's brother to transfer. It would have been a backup if he stayed. 100. Yeah. Indiana is going to get like some stud transfer coming in. There's no way he was playing quarterback next year. Was not happening. We'll see who it is, but I'm sure there's plenty of good college football quarterbacks out there that I'm sure would love to play for Kurt Signetti. I know I would, but I'm not a good college football quarterback, so I don't fit the criteria. Soggy Chex Mix just says 6'7". All right. All righty. Long time no see, Fley. Jonathan, how are we? Former TCU quarterback going to be starting for Indiana. I didn't know he went to Indiana, but good for him. Stay on topic and be respectful to the host. Dude, Soggy Chex Mix. What are we doing here? Jonathan, good shit, man. Yeah, I'm just chilling here. It's a little late. I've been napping and trying to get streams in at like 11:30 so I can like find my I feel like that's my usual best time to stream. Do you play casino? I like to go to a casino, yes. The topic is glizzies. I know Saggy Chex Mix wants to say 6'7" your balls. 6'7" my balls. Yeah, Chex Mix, listen, Chex Mix is having a good time. Saggy Chex Mix is here just having some fun. It's all good. That's too small, bro. I know, Spoon. I'm pretty pissed. I thought it was going to be bigger than this. But, they bait and switch you. They do it every time. My great-grandpa's in the hospital. He had a mini stroke today. I'm sorry to hear that, Jonathan. That's terrible. Jack Boy, what's going on? How are we? That's tough, Jonathan. I'm sorry to hear. Soggy Chex Mix just hits me with a ditty in all caps. All right. Can't sleep? Yeah. You and me both. Flay hat small because he has too many balls in his brain. Yo, what's up, brother? Top is on. What's up, man? It's 1:30 right now. It's 1:30 by me, too. Took a fat nap before, and I'm up now, so it's looking like an overnight stream for me. Tabazone, how are you? Big hat. Yes. Can you fully understand blackjack game? Yeah, pretty much. I can fully understand blackjack. I worked 8:30 to 4. Damn. Are you working tomorrow too? Bro, that hat is legendary. I appreciate that, Chex Mix. Everybody should get one. Everybody should have a big hat like this. It's it's just such like a fun conversation started. 10:23 p.m. California time goaded. I do wish I was a California Standard Time. Like, I think West Coast is the best for everything. If it was like 10:30 right now and I was watching this game, I'd feel a lot better than the fact that it's uh, 1:30. Can I interest you in what? I don't know what that is. Is blackjack a scam game? I think in some ways, yes. I'm sure casinos scam it. I think if like you're playing fair, no, it's the best. It's the game at the best odds in the casino. I'm so tired, can't sleep, thinking about Grandpa. Hope he's okay. Now, just he's old, so anything can happen. Yeah, Jonathan, I'm sorry to hear that, man. But I wish you the best, man. Like that's tough. Why do people get? Why do you get those hats? I need to find one. Oh, where? I'm sorry. Tiger's my fave. It's a Noggin Boss hat. You can get one on there. They sell the college. They sell a lot of colleges. They sell every NFL team, and that's it. But nogginboss.com, they don't pay me for that. They should. The amount of people who've probably bought one of these because of me, Noggin Boss. Talk to me. Connect input. I don't know what the hell you're doing. Not sponsored. I'm not sponsored. Do they have USC? They do have USC. I'm like 95% certain they have USC. I think the most odd school they have is Grand Canyon. I think they have Bowling Green too. Legendary. It's amazing. Yeah, go check it out. I've been trying to get them to sponsor me for years and they won't do it. It's fucking bullshit. Go Giants, Harbaugh ball. I mean, the Giants should be in better shape with Jim Harbaugh running the show. I pissed in my milk jug. All right, Soggy Chex Mix. The card they pull in large cash game is untrustworthy. I mean, yeah, Vicus, it's you never play blackjack when it's like a what do you call it? When the deck is being shuffled by like a robot. If they shuffle it in front of you, that's different, like with a regular deck. But blackjack is definitely a game that they can rig. Flay, go get a Bowling Green just for the fucks of it. Honestly, I might. If anything, my next one might be a Bowling Green. Dude, Jonathan with the 4.99. Flay is the GOAT, by the way. I appreciate you, Jonathan. You're the man. Thank you. Thank you. 4.99 super chat for Jonathan. You're much appreciated, my man. Thank you. Thank you. Bro, your hat is too small. I know, man. I need to get a bigger one. Jonathan, best of luck with your grandfather, man. Your great grandfather. I'm sorry to hear about that. And this is for everybody too. I do have my Gmail available in my profile. Jonathan, if you want to reach out to me over there and let me know how that's going, feel free. I'm here for everybody. I'm here for you. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Soggy Chex Mix. I will give you, well, like, if I give you $20, will you go take a dump in some Cheerios for me? Yeah. I got you, Flay. You should run Fort sometime. I have it like loaded up on my PlayStation. One of these nights, I do want to play again. I could wear my Jets skin with my Jets hat. Someday I got to get back involved. Bowling Green though is definitely one I should get. If I'm getting another hat, it's going to be something random. Maybe Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon won me a lot of money in the NCAA tournament a couple years ago. I've been to Grand Canyon. Jet skin with Jets hat, that's super gay. No, it's the best. What do you mean? Dude, Steelers sold Rodgers. The offensive line was terrible, Jonathan. It sucks, man. And here's the thing. Rodgers should just retire, run off into the sunset. He should not come back. What city are you from, brother? Much love from LA. I am from Long Island, New York. Not a city guy. I'm not going to claim New York City. I do love New York City, but I'm not from there. Long Island. Born and raised. Y'all want to see what I look like? Sure. Yes, Tiger, it's the Flacco. But, yeah. Damn, Soggy, I thought you took some black tar heroin. Jeez. I want Rodgers to come back, but deep down, I know he's not. I don't think he should. I think, like, you know, when you see guys like that, when you see superstars like that, Jonathan, that are like, you know, they, like, they're just not themselves anymore. It just sucks to see. Aaron Rodgers was so good in his heyday. It's just, he's not the same guy. He should give it up. He should have hosted Jeopardy a bunch of years ago. Did it upload? Damn, little bro. I was so close to going to New York, but the farthest I've been east is Miami. Yeah, I mean, Tabazone, you made the right choice. Miami's the best. Is a very good East Coast city. A little expensive though. That's the only bad thing I have to say about Miami. It's expensive. Really nice area though. What's with the big hat? I don't know, man. My crush kissed me, then ghosted me. What do I do, boys? Move on, Spoon. Find another crush. Give up on her. Absolutely. You move on. You fucking survive and advance. Find another crush. Apparently, Steelers considering wanting Rodgers back. Also, apparently, some players would like Rodgers back. I mean, everything I've heard, Rodgers seems like a great teammate. I'm not surprised, but they both should move on. Rodgers should move on, um, and the Steelers should move on. Should I grow the beard out? Go for it, little bro. But Tabazone, definitely Miami's super expensive, but nice ass city. Um, East Coast wise, I mean, I don't even think it's East Coast, but Nashville's my favorite city on the planet. Maybe I'll do a Nashville vlog someday. So true. On to the next. You move on. Steelers should sign P Diddy as the next head coach. I don't really know how to unpack that. I don't even know what to say to that. I don't know how to respond. I don't know what I could say. Play, take the hat off for 5 seconds. Why? I'm not sure what my hair looks like under here right now. I need a haircut so bad. So badly, I need a fucking haircut. But I do have hair. I have been putting off getting a haircut for like 3 weeks now. Tiger's my fave actually on Pitbull. Mike McCarthy is the guy. Actually, it's no Diddy. What? Your hairline is going back? It's not. I've had the same hairline since I was in 11th grade. No, my hairline is not going back. But also, the top of my head, I'll show you guys one day. The top of my head is like sticking up. I have like a cone head. So it makes it hard for my hair to grow all in one direction. Wait, do I look like you expected? I didn't know what to expect, little bro. Fix yo nappy ass hairdo. I was taking a fucking nap before I came out here. That's why I look like this. Play, I'm gonna attempt to go to sleep. Yeah, Jonathan, have a good night, man. I appreciate the $4.99, and good luck with your grandfather, man. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear all that, but best of luck, man. I was fucking in a deep sleep. I'm just giving you shit. No, you're good, Chex Mix. It's all good. Listen, I could take it. I would not be streaming here if I couldn't take the heat. Like, I wouldn't do this if it's done. I think that way about all streamers. I think if you're somebody that gets all if you get all upset by people talking shit to you when you're on stream, you shouldn't stream. It's all good, Chex Mix. We're here to have a good time, man. If I can't fall asleep, I will be back. All right, Jonathan. Well, I hope you do go to sleep. I really do. Fley's on the Epstein list. I don't think I am. Fley isn't a soy boy. I just don't like. I think it's so ridiculous when people get all butthurt by it. You kind of look like Epstein. I don't. I hope I don't. Damn. That was kind of a hell of a fucking thing out the door, man. But hey, hope you get to sleep. You kind of look like Epstein. It's crazy. Tyga looks like P. Diddy. Yeah, I don't know about that. I heard P. Diddy's looking rough these days. Should grow your hair and beard out and look like a Viking. I would not look good with my hair grown out. It just wouldn't work. I need a haircut so badly. I need it in like the absolute worst way. Someday. I heard P. Diddy got stabbed. I didn't hear about that, but if he did, it's tough. Looks a little more like Chris Paul to me. Hopefully Diddy rip in jail. I don't think he's going to, Derek. P. Diddy's probably going to be out sooner than we think. I had the prediction that P. Diddy would be out by the end of this year. His charges just weren't bad enough for him to be in prison that long. And his time served is crazy. All around bad guy. Probably should be in prison a lot longer, but I don't think he's going to be. You look like Terry Crews. I see it. I see what you're talking about. I think Terry Crews is the perfect. I think that's the perfect. I look like Larry Bird. Jonathan, thanks for the $1.99. Appreciate it, man. Good night. Epstein is crazy though. But thank you. Thanks for stopping by, Jonathan. Best of luck. Larry Bird. Not gonna lie, I would have went to a Diddy party. You know, like not knowing what they're about. If you told me P Diddy was inviting me to a party in 2013, I'm probably going too. Um, Knowing what went on there, if I saw what went on there, I probably would have never gone to a second one. Fley, why do you look like you eat banana peels? I have no idea. What does somebody that eats banana peels look like? I would have said Medea. That's who you look like. Medea. Damn, Medea's crazy too. I feel like there were too many Medea movies. Dude, P Diddy used to be cool. I'm telling you, like if it was 2013, you told me, hey, you're getting invited to a P Diddy party, I'd probably be like, holy shit, this is crazy. There was a time where P Diddy was a very respected celebrity, and then shit started coming out. There was little hints of things. You ever see the interview with who was it, Kevin Hart and somebody else, and somebody started joking with him that he was like at P Diddy parties, and he started getting all fucking uncomfortable. That was like in 2015. I said, why do you look like you eat banana peels? Not wait, why do you like to eat banana peels? I can't read right now. Um, I don't know, man. I feel like you got to get the full. You got to get the full banana. It's the only way to get every single bit of it. Derek, you like eating banana peels. Derek is a banana peel eater. He uh, he likes to like keep it in there for a while and then take a bite. Like he likes to feel the shape. Do we think Stephen Hawking was on Epstein's island? I think so. Seems like it. You kind of look like a woman who is a man that looks like a man because it's a man, and then realize you were looking at Flay because of how flavorful his cooking is. What the hell are we talking about? Let's go. Just lay down. Yeah, Derek, I'm fucking with you, man. Um, BG, what's going on, man? How we doing? I'm sitting here. It's looking like an overnight stream right now. Like probably, I took a fat nap before. I'm really not falling back to sleep anytime soon. Hoping to do this maybe till like I don't know, maybe for like another hour and a half, two. Let's go. Irish King, my man. What's up? How are we, man? How'd your night go gambling? Flay's actually bilingual. Derek, you probably enjoy a good cucumber. Obama's are on the list. Listen, there's a lot of people that'll be on that list that I think is gonna, a lot of politicians, a lot of very powerful people. I'm actually watching the end of this game right now. Would you rather answer this honestly? Would you rather answer this fucking honestly? Don't be a bitch. Would you rather lift 300 pounds or run with David Goggins? Lift 300 pounds, 100%. Why'd you make it seem like it was going to be such a bad question? Obama is definitely on the list. I think there's going to be a lot of people on that list. Um, I don't think it has. I think there's going to be plenty of politicians on that list. Not just. We're not singling out Barack Obama. Who the fuck is Flay is Zaddy? Who is running that account? Jeez. I love that I have a bunch of like accounts like that. I'm hoping my stepmom is on the list. It's crazy. That's insane. Did you see that Hillary and Bill Clinton were supposed to go to court for the Epstein shit and they skipped? Well, I mean, they're definitely on the list. Let's be real. Doing good. Hit a workout and played a Madden League game. Got my ass kicked by the Seahawks. We have 32 users in our league. Kid was running with Milrow and shit. See, that's like when you know, like that kid knows what he's doing because he's running with the quarterback that can move. That changes everything when you're playing Madden. I can't wait until our next night together. When is going to be our first night together? Let's start with one first before we do it next. Damn, bro. The hat is a little small. I know, man. I kind of wish I had a bigger one. I ordered a big hat. Last night, remember? I don't remember. I was not with anybody last night, but hey. Listen, you could dream. What the truck? Is there any other games on? Me and Flay have been together for a year and 3 months. What? News to me, man. All right. We'll go Australian Open then. 4-1 in NBA, 3-1 in NHL. Nice, nice. Irish King. I in gamed the LA Kings earlier. Um, like really, like I kind of woke up for a little bit. I wanted to take the Kings. I wanted to find out if Jonathan Quick was playing, and that worked out. I just hit UNLV plus 8.5. That was good, and we're all good here. October 31st is our anniversary. Oh, true, Jonathan. Okay, I thought you were saying like we were dating or something, but you're right. That was the first time you and me met. Congratulations, Flay and John. Thank you. Flay, you're cheating on me. Not cheating on anybody. I don't like that it's cold as balls. I hate the cold. The cold is the worst. Like, I don't even want to leave my house ever. It's so fucking cold out. It's not even fun. Who's hotter, Dua Lipa or Caitlyn Jenner? How am I supposed to choose? How in the hell am I supposed to choose between those two? I've seen Dua Lipa live. She is perfect. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. But how am I supposed to choose between Dua Lipa and Caitlyn Jenner? Who's hotter, Madison Beer or Sydney Sweeney? Ooh, good question. Madison Beer is more my type. Jonathan with another $1.99. Flay likes boys. Appreciate you. Thanks for telling everybody that I like boys. And thanks for the $1.99, man. What's with the little hat? I don't know, Abby. I don't have really much of a personality, so I wear this to you know, kind of be a front for that. Nice, man. I had LA King same game parlay money line plus 2 goal scores. Nice. Good shit, Irish King. Yeah, Jonathan Quick's been so bad recently. I wanted to make sure he was playing before I put the bet in, and then I fell asleep. Shaq or Harvey Weinstein? What? Bros profiling. Wait, what? Bros profiting on me hating. Fair enough. Listen, Jonathan. Listen, you can call me whatever you want. You want to throw me $1.99 and call me a piece of shit? I'm all for it. I appreciate you, Jonathan. Been a long time, man. Are you what? Your hat is squishing your ears to make them look like Dumbo ears. Well, yeah, like I said, I get direct TV with these things. I don't have to pay for cable. That's how big my fucking ears are. What's your tip on getting subs? Obviously short. Soggy Chex Mix. How many subs do you have? Let's see. 1. All right. I think just posting shorts and stuff, using audios that are trending, and then just being yourself. Be yourself. Go live and be you. Look up. I don't know what that is. My tips were getting subs is just be yourself. Yeah, absolutely. Sit here, be you, be authentic. You got to make shorts obviously to get the subs. But just do whatever comes to mind. Post whatever you can. Like, if you have an idea, just post it and run with it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Just don't be afraid to post. It's make stuff. I have no idea. Wait, cash the Tampa Bay same game parlay minus 1.5 plus Brandon Hagel anytime goal and Kucherov 2 assists. Nice. Good for you, Irish King. I feel like you've been kicking ass lately. Look it up. It's hard to explain. I can't look it up right now because I'm on my phone streaming. But yeah, being yourself's a big thing. If you can be authentic, be genuine while you stream, people are going to like that. Let's see. Don't act like a whore if you're trying to get more subs. No, I think people like that, though, Derek. I can't act like a whore because it doesn't work for me. So, but I think there's some people that like that shit. Like, there's a guy with 2 million fucking subscribers who just sits there with a toilet over his head. Like, that makes me wonder what I'm doing wrong. But for me, I'm trying to sit here and, I'm trying to build I'm trying to be me. I don't want to be I think people who are like a character, I think it's just like, you end up getting lost in the character, man. Not sure how I ended up here, but I just subbed. Straight vibes in the chat. Appreciate you, Spoon. That's what I'm looking for, man. I'm just looking to have like a conversation. My thing's always been like, my whole strategy here is to be I want to be the guy like you hang out with me at the bar. Like, that's what I think. Like, a bunch of people having a conversation. But appreciate that. Just come on, camera swing your dick a little. You'll get more followers. Me? No, unless you have like a high-powered microscope that you're looking through, you won't be able to see it anyway. Harvey Weinstein or Jeffrey Epstein? Jeff Epstein, the New York financier? Welcome back, little bro. Is New York pizza really the best pizza style? BG, that's a great question because, New York is great. I love New York style pizza. I'm a sucker for a good Detroit style. I think Detroit style pizza is the best pizza. I'm not going to look it up. To me, it's Detroit style number 1. I think there's not a better slice of pizza than a Detroit style pizza. It's perfect. Not good for the search history. I wasn't gonna look it up anyway, little bro. And I love how you have like your multiple personality accounts in here. I respect it. At least you're consistent. Xi Jinping. I'm not reading the second one. Now look up in Alabama Hot Pocket, although I know Fley likes those. And I don't know what that is. I will not be looking it up, though. Most days are good. Obviously, those bad betting days come. That's how she goes sometimes. Yeah, I had a rough loss today, Irish King. I had an over in a college basketball game that I lost, but then I just hit UNLV. I hit the Kings. I ended up like making a couple bucks today. I've had some bad days. You have some good days. It is what it is. It's a way to extend. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not gonna look that up. Play go show diarrhea and see if more subs come through. Show diarrhea? Oh, it's a good old Cleveland steamer. I know what a Cleveland steamer is. Not from experience, but you know. I think we've all heard of that. You get half. Okay. That's how that works, huh? Well, good to know. Damn, bro. What's up, skirts? I just pissed in my shampoo bottle and dropped the soap. Pissed in my milk. What? Soggy Chex Mix. What the hell is going on? Where can I get one? It's a Noggin Boss hat. NOGGINBoss.com. Again, they do not sponsor me for this. It's crazy. The amount of people I've probably sent their way. They won't sponsor me. She likes when girls shit. Fley does? I do not. I'm laying in the bed now. Jonathan, close your eyes, man. I'll try to put you to sleep. I know you like Frosty Gyms. I don't know what that is. I don't know what a Frosty Gym is. That's the first time I've ever heard of that. Sing me a song. Sing you a song to put you to sleep? I don't even know. What's a good song to go to sleep? I got it. I'll tell them you sent me there. I appreciate that. I always tell people to tell them, but they seem to not care. I fucking email them like once a month. Stores are already running out of milk and bread for the inch of snow in Atlanta. Small chance of getting. Dude, every time like the South gets like a little bit of snow, it becomes like a fucking it's like a natural disaster. I'm not surprised. Ice Spice could drop a steamy one on my chest. Well, good for you, Spoon. I don't think I would like that from anybody. It's from Family Guy when Quagmire gave some chick I don't know what I've never heard of that. I didn't even see that episode of Family Guy. LeBron James or that's great. LeBron. Talk about LeBron. It will put people to sleep. Sing some Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina Carpenter. I don't even know I don't even know where to go. I wish you would get a taco from Taco Bell with extra hot sauce and all-in-one sitting laxative. Time Guy says go Kings. The Kings won me some money tonight. Shout out the Kings. Fuck the Rangers. Let's think. Sabrina Carpenter. I don't know like the word. I never understand what she's saying in her songs. Like, think about me, baby. I know, baby. It's me. I guess so. Oh, words. What do you say? I pissed in a milk jug. Can confirm we might get snow in Texas this weekend, and everyone's acting like it's the end of times. It's amazing. People like my mom lives in Virginia. They got like an inch of snow, and like she was saying, people like couldn't drive. And she's like, she lived in New York her whole life. She was like, this is not bad at all. What are you yapping about? I don't have no idea. Random question. Do you like citrus? I don't know what that is. Giannis Antetokounmpo or Muhammad Gandhi? See, this is a good one. Gandhi, it depends. If Giannis is on the Knicks in the next month, it'll be Giannis. If not, it's Gandhi. Yeah, dude, I'm not even sleepy anymore. Well, come hang out, Jonathan. We're here. I'll be here for a while. Talk about 90 hot sauce packages on your taco, then have 50 laxatives at the same time. Shit was full, too. Damn. I don't understand what Sabrina's saying, but I could still finish. No problem. Listen, she doesn't need to say anything, Bray. I never understand the word she's saying. I don't know what it is. Think about me every night. It's that me espresso. Are those the words? Every time it snows, it's like Mother Nature jizzed. I am not saying that, Batman. See, Batman keeps trying. Like, I know not to read anything Batman says. Remember when Texas had hit storm and electrical grids got fucked and people died? Yeah, Texas ain't built for any snow. Yeah, I don't think they are. I don't think they've ever expected that. No way it's Kenny. Kenny. You call me Kenny from South Park? Because that's a great fucking chirp. I can still finish this crazy. Yeah, that got me. That was hilarious. Listen, again, I don't know what she's saying, but she's an attractive woman. Oh my god, they killed Kenny. Yeah, that's actually fucking great. I should have been Kenny for Halloween. That would have been perfect. Wake up or be Timmy from South Park. Say estacado if you're uncircumcised. My card is gonna go negative. I appreciate you, Jonathan. Thanks for the $1.99. You're up to $10.96 on the stream. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. They're gonna call you wondering like, who the fuck? Why are you sending money to some jackass with a giant hat? But appreciate you, Jonathan. Thank you. You're the man. Nelson, man, dude, what kind of questions are these, Batman? They're gonna be like your company is gonna be what the fuck is going on? I want to rave on Halloween. I bought the bear coat from Workaholics, dude. Time guy, that is amazing. The Workaholics bear, like if you got like a long hair like Blake too, that's a great costume. Workaholics to me is one of the most underrated shows of all time. My God, that hat is huge. It's all right. Now he's thinking about me. Oh, we're just putting Sabrina Carpenter lyrics in chat now. I'm dying. Yeah, dude, this is great right now. If you're an uncut king, flex if you're an uncut king. You a beer guy or an IPA guy? Definitely more beer. Like, I prefer a lighter beer because I don't want like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big IPA guy. Like, I just feel like IPAs get me too fucked up right away. And like, I'll have like a couple Bud Lights, maybe. But Bud Light's really my go-to. When I'm feeling fancy, I'll get like a Stella Artois. When me and my ex first met, I had to get her to eat off the McValue menu because I was broke. See, little bro, she was there from the beginning. Lagers. I'm a dark beer guy any season. I mean, I don't totally discriminate with beers, but like I prefer like lighter, but like Stella's probably my go-to. Coors Light on a pool day. Cookie delivery for Alan. Like pool. If you're hanging out by the pool, there's no better. Like you got to have like some sort of like iced tea sort, like Surfside maybe. Then cheat on me, the whore. Oh well, I'm sorry to hear that, little bro. I didn't know that. I get drunk with Four Loko to the point where I get freaky with my friend. Manuel, that sounds like just a regular fucking Tuesday night, man. I don't know. I had to drink a Four Loko when I got punished for fantasy football, and I forgot how much those fuck you up, dude. That was so bad. Whiskey's pretty good. Don't know. Don't ask how I know. Well, Jonathan, thanks for the $1.99. Yeah, I'm not a big whiskey guy, but Joe Waters is. Joe Waters is the biggest whiskey guy on the planet. Whiskey for me, like I'm not big on whiskey. It fucks me up. Sour beer is the worst. Oh, dude, I had a sour beer when I was in Pennsylvania. I asked the lady. I sat at this like brewery, right? When I was in Pennsylvania this weekend, and she told me to try the strawberry banana beer they had. It was the grossest thing I've ever had in my life. I took a sip of it. It was disgusting. I didn't even want a beer after that. I like didn't drink all day because of it. Jonathan just giving away money. I appreciate it, man. Ultra and Yingling's my go-to brew. Yeah, Michelob Ultras are great. Yinglings are pretty good. I'm a big, like I said, Stella's my go-to if I'm feeling fancy. Love having some ladies over for some Bill Cosby drinks. Wow. Okay. I only had $17 on my card. Fley, how much have I sent? It is, you sent me $12.95. Jonathan, don't go broke sending me money. I appreciate it though, man. But do you like Micheladas? Micheladas. What are, I don't know what Micheladas are. SGA, how are we? You know what the best beer? The one you aren't drinking. Beat that. Very fair. Don't worry, I got cash money. All right, Jonathan. As long as you're not going broke. Nobody wants to see that. But I appreciate it. But I'll get over her. Good, little bro. Always get over him. There's always somebody else out there. You'll be fine, man. Yeah, I just saw that highlight on SportsCenter. The Warriors got fucking destroyed by the Toronto Raptors. Manuel quickly, shout out. She's on her own now. Toronto is legit this year. I'm a big fan of Toronto. I love Emmanuel quickly. I was so upset when the Knicks lost him, but I mean, I love OG Anunoby too. Me and Lamar have actually started to be friends. Well, that's good. Can we do a New York Islanders versus San Jose Sharks post game show on my channel? I'd love to have you on my show. Yeah, SGA, when is that? Tomorrow? I'll do that. If you want to do a co-stream or something like that, I'm all in. I've always said, if anybody here has a podcast or they want me to be on their channel for anything, just let me know. I'm down to do whatever. Just email me, SGA. Well, we can talk about it. My email's in the bio. In my channel bio. Well, bro, hit the gym and forget about it. That's what you got to do. You got to fucking work your ass off, work out, and, better yourself. Fuck that shit, man. You get cheated on. I got cheated on in high school. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. You should do a live stream together with Whiskey with Waters. Definitely, we've talked about it. It's going to happen at some point. I got some things planned this week. I worked on my video from Pennsylvania. It should be coming out tomorrow. Had a few things I had to iron out. Send to Dagestan 2-3 years and forget. He's not the father, but he told me she cheated on him. He's chill. Yeah. Madeline Klein is top 1 human beings of all time. Madeline Klein, huh? I think that's fair. They play on March 7th. March 7th? All right. I wasn't sure when they played. I know the Islanders are on the West Coast trip right now. SGA, we'll figure that out. Madeline Klein? I think that's top 1. Top 1 human is high praise. I was thinking about doing a play-by-play, so you could do play-by-play for the Islanders. I could do play-by-play for the Sharks. We'll see, SGA, because if you want to do a post-game thing or maybe a pre-game, we'll talk about it. Madeline Klein is attractive. Top 1, I think that's to each their own. I'm a Poverty Hawks fan, but it was fun watching Trey against the haters in MSG in 2021. Knicks own Trey other than that series. BG, I don't think I've ever been personally angry at one player more than Trey Young in that series. Trey Young was disgustingly good. Completely dismantled the Knicks in that series. And, really became public enemy number 1 in New York. But great player. I have nothing but respect for Trey Young. I bought a flag of Madeline Klein off of TikTok shop. Of her. Wow. Dodgers should have got Bellinger. No news on Bellinger yet. They still might. It could happen. I was going to say, Kyle Tucker. I feel like Kyle Tucker is a much better player than Cody Bellinger. Top 1, bro. You clearly haven't seen my sister. Oh, wow. Okay, not what I was expecting. Goon Stomper says, I like your hat. Thanks, man. How do you feel about no salary cap in Major League Baseball? I think it's fine. I don't think the spending of money is the problem. I think the problem is the teams that aren't willing to spend. I don't think that baseball needs a salary cap. The large hat you wear asserts dominance. I like to think so. I tell myself that. Michaela Renee 20 just said her name in chat. All right. I'll be hanging this up in my room. Fuck yeah, Jonathan. That's phenomenal. You learn quick, little bro. She don't care about you. Forget about it. Of course. Are you a basketball fan or are you a fan of the Knicks? I love the Knicks. Die-hard Knicks fan. Fley, I'm going to mail you the Megan Fox flag I got also. That'd be pretty fucking cool. My house is very much not decorated. Imagine the Blue Jays get Cody. They want him. I mean, the Blue Jays should be going all out for Cody Bellinger. They've missed out on everything so far. They need something. I used to have I used to have a banner of all 4 of the Islanders Stanley Cups in my down here in my basement, but they all ripped. So the strings on them. Chad Mega Hat Wearer versus Nerd Tiny Cap Enjoyer. It's a fight I think I win every time. Yeah, Blue Jays need a hitter. The Blue Jays need to do something. You can't miss out on everybody this offseason. They lost Bo Bichette. They still got a solid roster. I like a lot of those guys on that team. But something's got to happen. The hell was that? Um. Oh. Ugh. All right. Let me focus up. Flay, you could just go buy your own actually because of all the money I sent. Very true, Jonathan. If that's what you want me to buy with that, maybe I will. 14.94 from Jonathan tonight. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Hello, bro. Remember me? Cool Deep. How can I forget about you, man? You Savages, legit. Trey Savage is very good. Can't wait for baseball. First five minus a half and team total overs on money. I'm a big team total overs guy, Irish King. I love like first no runs, first innings, or like first 3 inning unders. I think first 3 inning unders are my favorite bet. Would you ever take a bong rip off a penis bong? I wouldn't take a bong rip. Period. I get drug tested for work. Are you a Mets fan? Love the Mets. Flay, why are you about to fall asleep? I'm definitely not about to fall asleep. I'll send you the link on TikTok. I'll check it out. Thank you for remembering me and your thoughts. Of course, Cool Deep. How could I forget about you, man? But Irish King, team total overs are great. I love getting like in-game. I like the in-game overs when the bullpens come in. There's a lot of different things I do. Baseball is a big-time in-game thing for me. I usually, when I bet on sports, I usually in-game anyway. I like to see like the vibe of the game. So, Mets acquire Luis Robert Jr. Yeah. I mean, Luis Robert is a guy that like, he had one really good year offensively. His best trait is how good he is defensively and how well he hits left-handed pitching. The Mets need that desperately. I think he's a perfect fit. Chris Sale is going to win a Cy Young and carry the Braves pitching staff to a wild card spot. My wild take. See, BG, I actually had a future bet last year on the Braves not making the playoffs. I think the Braves are going to be worse this year than they were last year. I think the complete opposite. I think the Braves are going to be behind the Marlins in the standings. I think the Braves finish 4th in the NL East. Defensive coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers, Robert Saleh, is now the head coach of the Tennessee Titans. Listen, Tennessee wants to fucking try Robert Saleh like the Jets did. Best of luck to them. I think Robert Saleh is an awful football coach. Uncrustables are goated. I love Uncrustables. I'd rather gain muscle there. I'm not going to read the other one. Yamamoto clear sale. Yoshinobu Yamamoto is one of my favorite pitchers to watch in baseball. He's phenomenal. But I don't think the Braves are going to make the playoffs. I don't think the Braves are going to be very good at all next year. Okay, I'm spamming slurs. Okay, then I'm spamming you out of here. Wait. That's the only thing that I don't tolerate. You can do almost anything here except that. Stars open a can on the Bruins tonight, Flay. I saw that. Stars beat the shit out of the Bruins. Good shit. I hope McDermott goes to Baltimore. We'll see what happens. Needed a dub in Dallas. Yeah. I still like the Dallas Stars a lot this year. Mets need R.A. Dickey back. Dickey and that knuckleball. Dude, R.A. Dickey, that time was so fucking magical. Like, that was like the craziest thing ever. I can definitely them regressing with the new management, but they essentially have the same lineup they've had during their success, and healthy pitching coming back. Going to be fun to see what happens. CBG, that's exactly why I think they're going to be terrible. Like, I don't think their lineup's any good anymore. Like, look at all these guys. Like, Matt Olson, like, completely fell off the planet. Austin Riley can't stay healthy. I mean, Ronald Acuna is as good as he ever was. Like, Ozzie Albies is not really a good player anymore. Sean Murphy kind of sucked. Like, that whole Braves core took such a step back at the same time, and I don't think they're getting any younger or better. The pitching staff is good. I will give them that, but all in all, I'm not big on the Braves. My other favorite team is the White Sox. Well, Luis Robert, New York Met. Why are you calling Robert Saleh an awful head coach? Because he was the Jets head coach for 2 years. He was terrible. Yeah, there's no consistency, and the injuries have cursed them. Juan Soto won't slump like that again. I mean, Juan Soto's so-called slump, he had the best year of his career last year, which is crazy. He legitimately had, like, one of, if not the best year of his entire career. Bro, I want to squish carrot cake on you. What the hell do you mean by that? Have you ever visited Canada? I have not, and I want to go so badly. I'm going to find a way to go to Canada this year for something. I think the Mets play the Blue Jays right around 4th of July. Maybe I'll go for that. Top 4 teams remaining in the NFL playoffs are Broncos, Pats, Seahawks, and Rams. Hit in Alberta, yes, joint military exercise. Nice. Flay, what happened to your main TikTok? Dude, I don't know what happened. It got fucking like shadow banned. I gave up trying to get it back. Good, never visit Canada. What do you mean never visit Canada? The hell? I've heard good things, Ardell, about like I want to go to Vancouver really badly. Like I want to go to like Western Canada, like Vancouver or maybe Calgary. Good morning, everybody. It is nighttime here, but good morning. Do you have a TikTok? I'll follow you over there. I do. It's at Souffle. Now I don't even really use it anymore. I had a TikTok with like 4,000 followers, and for some reason it got banned. I have no idea what I did. I love talking sports with you. Appreciate that, SGA. Who's your favorite Mets player of all time? That's a really good question. I mean, my first favorite player was Mike Piazza, so I have a tough time not saying him. So it'll probably be Mike Piazza. Mike Piazza was the first player I ever idolized. Their bacon is ham. Very fair. Do you have Instagram? I do have an Instagram, but not for like, not a content Instagram. Someday I'll make one. Very soon I'm going to make one. Are Kings losing to the Oilers in the playoffs again? I have no idea. I don't know what the playoffs look like right now. We should go and visit Canada together. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know what my schedule. I don't know if I'm doing Canada, I'm probably doing it around the Mets or more likely the Islanders. So not David Wright. I mean, I love David Wright. I got to a point where I never had a favorite player, Derek. I'm a big believer of like I just don't have a favorite player. But Mike Piazza was the first guy I ever really liked. The most frustrating Mets player to play against was David Wright. I have PTSD from that dude. Yeah, David Wright, David Wright was so good. It's such a shame what happened to him, man. Like, it's such a shame the spinal stenosis got to him. I know people who have that. It's debilitating. Canada has the highest per capita of idiots out of every Western country. Prince Albert Carney is running you into the ground. Green religion bullshit is killing your economy. All those resources squandered by idiots. I went dancing today, and I love dancing. I would love to go dancing at the club with some beautiful women, and I would wear a suit. That sounds like a great plan. I don't think I would wear a suit if I were USGA. I think a suit in a club just doesn't work. Just dress nice. But yeah. Again, I this shit with Canada, I'm not very familiar with, but oh shit. Hold on. You ever make a vision board? I've never made a vision board, no. Canada has potential. Got to get rid of all the NDP and Carney cronies. I went dancing at a club once and I got laid because I did the Russian dances. The Russian dances, huh? Would you ever go to Winnipeg? I'd go to Winnipeg. Like, I would, like, there's nowhere in Canada I probably wouldn't go except, like, I don't even know. I don't know. Ottawa to me doesn't seem like a place I'd really want to go, but I don't know anything. Greetings, Aaron here from Austria. What's going on, Aaron? If I went to Las Vegas and you went to a New Year's Eve party and they were slots and gambling, then you would probably wear a tuxedo with a bow tie and some nice black shoes. I don't know about that. What was the last book you read? The last book I read is a great question. Holy shit, I don't even know. I can't even tell you. I read a little bit during COVID, and I read Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Might have been the last time I read a book. I'm trying to think if I read anything since then. Now, if you ever go to Canada, just drive up north until the road ends. I don't think I'm going to drive if I go to Canada. You're talking about Ottawa? I was there, so boring. We're talking about Canada and where I'd visit. I just think Ottawa is the one city I wouldn't have any interest in going to. You'd end up in the Arctic Circle. Yeah, I probably would not do that. Last book I read was an East Bay magazine in 2003. If we're talking magazines, the road sucks near the Alaska border. I believe it. I'm sleepy, but I don't want to sleep. Why not? Man Searching for Meaning, Viktor Frankl. I do want to start reading more books again, but I just like I don't know. I don't read much. My cousin wrote a children's book, and I did read that. So she sells it on Amazon. I bought it and I checked it out. A little bit above my reading level though. Have you ever been to Florida? I've been to Florida multiple times, BG. I've been to Miami, Orlando, um, Fort Lauderdale, which is basically Miami. That's about it. Only Miami and Orlando in Florida. Never been anywhere else. Toronto, there's a lot to do. I'd love to go to Toronto. Read them while you're in the casino parking lot, bro. Good point. Could do that. Last magazine I attempted to read had a booger in there. So I put it back on the shelf and left it for someone else to find at Barnes & Noble. Somebody got a really, really rough surprise there. I like wearing tuxedo. I think a tuxedo in a club, though, SGA, just doesn't work. I had to trim my beard so bad. Is Chamber of Secrets the best book in the series? I don't know. I only got through the first two. Been to the Keys? Yeah, I think a lot of areas in Florida seem really cool. I've only been to Miami and Orlando. Tom Riddle blew my mind. Last magazine I read was called Most Mysterious Man in Sports and had Aaron Rodgers on the cover. You fucking love Aaron Rodgers. I'm wearing a blue dress shirt and some black dress pants now. Huh. Avalanche is good. I'm surprised. The Colorado Avalanche are really good. They got a really good roster. I still miss Devon Tays to this day. If you wear a tuxedo, you need a formal woman. Yeah, absolutely. Your hat's kind of small. I know, man. I wish it was a little bit bigger. One time I drove from Edmonton, Alberta to Great Falls, Montana to Spokane, Washington to Seattle, Washington to Vancouver. Then I drove to Barrie, British Columbia through Banff and Calgary. I've seen the videos of Banff, and it's someplace I really want to go. It looks absolutely beautiful. Red Blood Meridian by Cormac McCarthy. Okay. Watch Stidham bust the Patriots' ass. I really hope so, Ardell. Do Playboy magazines count? I think so. The Gulf Coast Panhandle is amazing in Florida. I believe it. It's something I want to check out. Football is any given Sunday. It is. Listen, Jared Stidham can go out there and light up the world. I really hope so. Dude, I saw it a food line and couldn't find it. My mom saw it. I just read it. There you go. You didn't have to buy it. You didn't waste any money. One game, no series, NFL. Anything can happen in one game. You're definitely right. What is your alcoholic drink of choice? Would you go with a rum and Coke or a White Russian? I do like rum and Coke, but I do rum and Diet Coke to save the calories and save the sugar. I drove through Banff, Calgary, Edmonton, Northern to Alaska. Damn. Sounds like a crazy drive, and it's probably very slick. Darnold versus the Patriots, no-brainer. I think so. Probably what's going to happen. I hope Jared Stidham busts the Patriots. I hate the fucking Patriots. I did a 13-hour drive across the mountains in a car that with misfires on all cylinders. I had less than 50 HP. Jeez. Pats beat Broncos. If I had to guess, I would say so, but I hope I'm wrong. I was coming down from the mushies. Jeez. PS2 or Christian Gonzalez? I think Patrick Surtain's slightly better. Christian Gonzalez is really good, though. Everybody hates the Pats. I'm a Jet fan. They ruined my entire fucking childhood. I have a level of hate that people don't understand. I'm a Raiders fan. I hate the Pats and Donkeys. F the Pats, go Donks. You know me. Tom Brady ruined my entire childhood. I cannot see the Patriots win another fucking Super Bowl. Come to Algeria. It's less cold. I don't think I'm going to end up going to Algeria someday. I can't lie. I can speak again with these fans to show we got a chance. I think it's possible. I like eating frozen peanut butter. I've never had frozen peanut butter, but it sounds great, if you ask me. Pats haven't suffered enough. The people of Boston haven't suffered enough. Like, in terms of, like, sports-wise, those people get everything fucking handed to them. Like, that city, they have no idea what it's like to go through half the pain that I've gone through. Do you like blueberry cheesecake or strawberry cheesecake? Strawberry, probably. I like blueberry stuff, too, but probably I'd prefer strawberry. Tom Brady is fuming. The Pats are good again. He wanted them to always suck without him, I'm sure. Tom Brady's an egomaniac. North Africa is a shithole and very hostile to anyone who isn't them. It's dangerous as fuck. Yeah, definitely why Algeria is a place I wouldn't go. I don't think I ever even planned on it anyway. Got J.K. Dobbins, maybe. Stidham, 75% completion rate. Defense is good. It's not impossible. It's definitely not ridiculous that the Broncos could win that game. We'll see. I think it's very possible. I like putting a giant scoop of peanut butter in a bowl and then letting my fat pug Marvin have at it. That's like the best thing you can do for a dog is letting them have some peanut butter. I'm waiting for the Springfield Isotopes to win the World Series. You're going to be waiting for a long time. Are you a big fan of New York style cheesecake? I would say, yeah, I like New York style cheesecake. I would say I do. Already, I'm tired now because I've just been typing on the phone, spending money for an hour. Jonathan, have a good night. You would love Algeria. Maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't. Just not in the plans. There's still good people in North Africa, but their government sucks ass. Nick Benito is going to have 3 sacks and a forced fumble. Could happen. You're talking about The Simpsons, the Springfield Isotopes. I don't know if there's a joke behind it, but I know that's like the team in The Simpsons. The Rockies suck. The Rockies are brutal. I feel terrible. Like, the Rockies would be such a great vibes team. Like, and I want to visit Coors Field someday. See ya, Tubby. Damn, dude. What the hell? Why you gotta hit me with a Tubby? The hell you mean by that? I wish the Rockies were good. It would be pretty cool. You should try the Ben & Jerry's strawberry cheesecake ice cream. It's one of the tastiest things you'll have in your life. Ben & Jerry's wise, I'm a Cherry Garcia guy, but maybe I'll try it someday. For me, Sam Darnold is the same as the Jets themselves in the championship. That's how bad it's gotten. I'll pay for your flight to Algeria, but only the flight. I'd consider it. Yeah, I gotta love it with you. What do you got for me, Goon Stomper? You are chill as fuck and have a top tier sense of humor. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, dude, I'm here to fuck around. I'm here to just have a good time. Down to my fucking. Yeah, listen, I'm here to have a good time, man. Top 5 Ben & Jerry's ice cream flavor. Wait, hold on. I don't even like baseball. Listen, you don't have to be here. We're just here to chill and have a fucking conversation. Been to Sudan, Tunisia, Libya, etc. Yeah, dude, Ardell, you've been like everywhere, man. Top 5 Ben & Jerry's flavors. Honestly, the only 2 I really like are Cherry Garcia and American Dream. The Rockies' run in 2007 was crazy. Let's get Fley to Algeria. Libya has open slave markets as we speak. It's awful. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Yeah, Todd Helton, Carlos Gonzalez, Troy Tulowitzki. Who else was on that team? One day I want to live in America. America's cool. When the Rockies when has the Rockies won a World Series last? They've never won a World Series. Why is your hat so big, though? I don't really know. I think it's just a gimmick at this point. His hat is huge because he has a fat dick. Wow. I could say no to that. You should try the Tonight Dough. It's peanut butter ice cream with chocolate. I'm trying to stay away from ice cream. America's the best. I think America's great, man. I love being here. What is American Dream? American Dream is like waffle cone, like a waffle cone. Like it's like vanilla ice cream with waffle cone and caramel. It's pretty good. Is Paul Skeen's going to leave Pittsburgh? I think so. I think the Pirates are insane not to trade him right now. America's dope. We got Sabrina Carpenter. Very true. We do have Sabrina Carpenter. You ever had Blue Moon ice cream? I've had Blue Moon ice cream, yes. I would consider visiting Arab countries for you. I would not consider visiting Arab countries for you. Plenty of more safe places to visit. I mean, yeah, Aaron, I think like there's a lot of places I want to visit. Probably like, there's a ton of places I want to go that I don't think I would waste a trip somewhere where I don't really care to go. Wouldn't that imply it's on your head? What's that? Is that supposed to be inspired by Stephen Colbert? It is. I would leave America if I had the funds and already got the job and had a place to go. I don't think I'd ever leave America. No chance. We got good sports. We do have a lot of fun sports. I want to visit Europe. I went to London for the Jets. I actually went to London to watch the Jets play the Vikings. Terrible decision. Blue Moon ice cream tastes like Fruit Loops and sherbet. Yeah, Blue Moon's got some good flavors. Would you try alcoholic ice cream? I would, but I don't know. Actually, I probably would try it. I just don't know. I would pour a whole bottle of Bailey's on top of vanilla ice cream. A whole bottle is crazy. Go check out Midnight Hammer, Agent of Chaos. Maybe. Goated Leangelo, what's up, man? How are we? I'm gonna go to sleep. Broncos fan, have a good night. If I don't see you again, man, good luck Sunday. But I'll be live again tomorrow. I'll be live every day. I'm live every single night. King should get Quick back. Kemper is probably out for the season. Dude, goated. Jonathan Quick has been terrible this year. Like, Jonathan Quick has been absolutely awful. I don't know if you want him. I'm a sub before I go. Appreciate you, Broncos fan. The dude said your hat is big because you have a fat dick. I said, wouldn't that imply that's on your head? Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, you know what you're thinking. I'll be there because I'm a sub. Appreciate you, Broncos fan. Thank you, thank you. If the Jets had won in London, the trip would have been good. Listen, the trip was good one way or another. Like, I had a great time, Aaron, but it would have definitely made it a lot better. You will drink a whole bottle of Bailey's? I don't suggest that. I don't think you should do that. An espresso martini with a little bit of Bailey's is the best. I think you should, espresso martinis need Bailey's. I just went up on roulette roller coaster. I'm up, though, up, down, up, down. Irish King, what are you playing at the casino or are you on your phone playing? He started the year off good, but he's had a really bad stretch, but he's a better option than Forsberg. Yeah, I don't know. Forsberg's been slightly better, but Quick's been playing a lot more. I think that has a lot to do with why his goals against is rough. The only reason I know that is because I took the Kings tonight. I'm high as hell. I'm surprised I caught that. You did. You caught that. You think Garrett Wilson should still be a Jet? I think yes, unless the Jets get a pretty decent wide receiver somewhere with their second pick, then I think it'd be okay to trade Garrett Wilson. I'll drink a mini bottle of Bailey's. All right, fair. This guy's always sitting in front of me at the movie theater. I would hate to sit in front of me. Kings don't need Quick anymore. Maybe one-day contract at some point. I agree. Do you believe in ghosts? No, not really. Spirits, not ghosts. I don't really believe in either. I'm on my phone, G. Oh, I was on the casino side of the sports book. Oh, I got ammo for tomorrow. No, good for you, Irish King. I think that shit's I think it's crazy that you could just play casino games right on your phone. I think that's so insane that that's a thing. They're going to want to watch Forsberg. He's actually fucking awful. This is our time to make things right. Yeah, but I mean, for the good of the Kings, I don't think it's Jonathan Quick. He's been miserable. Is this about hockey or baseball? We're all over the place. I have hockey, football, and baseball caps, but I can't wear a hat out of season. Can't wear a Mets hat in winter. Really? I love wearing my Mets hat in the winter. Can you play music? I'm not gonna because YouTube is very strict with that. I haven't personally seen a ghost either. I've never seen one personally. I've heard crazy stories. I don't know. I'm gonna say I don't believe in it just because I've never seen it personally. Do you keep your coat in that hat? Do I keep my coat in this hat? I could. We're wasting Kopitar's final year anyways. We aren't going to win anything. Might as well go out respectable. See, if it was for the vibes, goated, I would respect it. Flay, time for you to get into soccer more. I'd watch soccer. I don't have anything against soccer. I can't wait for the World Cup. One time a ghost left a fat log the size of Randy Marsh in my toilet. Well, damn. I've seen at least 2 or 3 ghosts. I felt the energy, though. Weird to explain. I've never seen a ghost. I don't think it eyes. I have felt the presence of evil. Okay, I think that's fair. Can you play Erica? What? I don't know what that is. Why do you never see a black joke? I have no idea. You're a badass. Me? You have the wrong guy. Would you say having faith about a ghost being real is the same thing as having faith that the Jets are going to have a successful season? I think I'm more likely to see a ghost someday than to ever see the Jets have a successful year, if that's what you're asking. Let's see. Bro, can you shout out my name? Yes, I get this once a stream. Yeah, dick's in my ass. There you go. Got it. Who are the greatest pro athletes you've seen live at the stadium? Barry Bonds, probably. I've seen Barry Bonds. I've seen Connor McDavid live. I've seen LeBron James. I've seen Tom Brady multiple times. But I think the one I was most in awe of is probably, honestly, probably Shohei Otani. I finally started checking out soccer. I've been following Arsenal. Nice, Derek. I got to get into soccer a little bit. Dudes like the Taliban does awful shit. They get a spirit or continuance about them. It's an energy. I get that part of it. When I was very young, my grandma died, and one night I saw an 8 to 9 foot tall black shadow glide past the hallway as I was going to the bathroom. Another time I woke up to the piano in our house playing itself. Jeez. Okay. Derek, now we share every fan base except NFL. You're a cool dude. I tried, SG. I appreciate it. Fuck going on, Big Hat? Johnny B, what's up, man? Soccer, never heard of her. What's up, homie? What's up, player? How you doing, player? Derek, you coming at the right time. I've had to suffer a decade of torture for this. Looks like it's their time to shine. You're a real one for reading the chats. I'm trying. Listen, I'm trying to fucking. I love having a conversation with you guys. I want you guys to be involved in the conversation. I'm trying to read everything. I don't want to believe in the afterlife. I'm a big believer of when we get there. I'm convinced I saw a couple. I saw a ghost a couple months ago. I was in my bed and went to get my phone and my nightstand, and I saw a hand for like 3 seconds right next to my phone. I wasn't tripping or anything. I mean, it could have been just like a little bit of sleep, a sleep demon sort of thing. Listen, I've like tripped out like when I first started my job. I was like, when it came to snow, I'd be plowing all night. The shit you see when like you're fucking hallucinating is crazy. I've seen some crazy shit. Fley was a JV hoop star. People forget sometimes. I got to remind them. Listen, play 40 minutes a night on JV. I once saw an IRS officer in my dream, and I'm still fucking horrified. An IRS officer. Would you skydive? I don't think I would. I'm terrified of heights. I don't want my dead relatives seeing me pooping. Is Otani the real deal? Shohei Otani's unbelievable. Unfucking believable. I'm going to Scotland to meet my twin flame. Hopefully, wish us luck. Well, good luck. I honestly don't think ghosts exist. I feel like the stories are bullshit a lot of the time. I think a lot of those stories are. I think people have like had encounters that they probably were uncomfortable with. I believe that. In this era of baseball. Wait, Otani is the GOAT of baseball. I agree. I think Otani, by the end of it, will be the greatest of all time. He might be already. Najee Marshall had to go back to the locker room because he had to take a bathroom. The man pooped in his shorts. It happens, man. One time I hallucinated and thought that my dog was a reindeer. That's pretty crazy. I think Otani, in terms of what he's done, being as high level a pitcher and hitter as he is, he's the greatest player of all time. Flay, but you will never be as good as Jocelyn. That's the thing. I'll never be Jocelyn level good at basketball. Never. If Otani hits 60 newts next year and finishes top 5 in Cy Young, is that the greatest season in sports history? If he does that, 100%. I think ghosts are Boston Cops. Jeez. Good night, bro. Just relax for a second. Came in and just told me good night. Didn't say a thing the whole time. Just stopped by to tell me good night. Have a good night, man. Michael Jordan and LeBron. Oh, I don't want to start this. I don't want to do it. I get upset every single time. Barry Bonds is still GOAT. Barry Bonds is the greatest player of all time right now. Give it, like I said, give it like 1 or 2 more years and it'll be Shohei Otani. You know, if you turn on the lights off, you can't see LeBron. Oh my God. I had sleep paralysis once, but I never woke up. And so it was just the most realistic dream ever. I was in my bed and I could not move or wake up except it was in terms of my dream. Yeah, I've had dreams like that. It's very terrifying. I'm hoping to see the ghost of my dead aunt so I can start dancing. What if it came out that Otani was on PEDs? Do you think he'd lose credibility? You know what? The thing with PEDs, BG, is like, especially when it comes to baseball, it doesn't make you hit better. I've always said that, like, PEDs, like, don't make you a better hitter. I think it does help you pitching-wise, though. I think pitchers that use PEDs get better results than hitters do. So that's a weird, like, Otani's right in the middle ground of that. Like, for Barry, I think, like, Max Kepler getting in trouble for PEDs is the ultimate sign that PEDs don't matter. I thought Barry Bonds was the GOAT until the game against the Brewers. Otani's been the GOAT since. I think Otani literally pulled what like the best player in Little League does in the middle of the NLCS. Fucking crazy. Guys, stop attacking my dude Fley. I'm good, man. What do you mean? Barry Bonds was great before he did roids. He was a Hall of Famer before steroids anyway. You're right. I had a crazy dream a couple nights ago where Jordan was able to have a winning record in the regular season or playoffs without Pippen. Listen, never happened. Max Kepler using PEDs and batting -4. Dude, horrible. Couldn't believe Ohtani pitched a World Series game and hit home runs. That's beyond anybody ever. When you think about how different the skill sets are, like it's two completely different skills, is pitching and hitting, which makes it so much more incredible that Ohtani does them both at such a high level. It's late as frick. We need to go get some darn sleep. Well, go to sleep, Hobby. Ken Griffey Jr. was great without roids. Ken Griffey Jr., it's a shame he couldn't stay healthy. If not being gay was a crime, you'd be innocent. That's pretty fucking funny, Batman. These kids don't know steroid era baseball. Steroid era baseball was insane. It was fucking crazy. I love young Max Kepler. Max Kepler was really good when he was young. Does Pete Rose deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? I think so. Listen, I think Pete Rose, like, what he did was sketchy. I'm not a fan of it, but yes, Pete Rose belongs in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I can't get over what Batman just said. That was really fucking funny. I love when you turn the transcripts on for live stream so people can read what they said in the chat. I can't do that when I'm on my phone, SGA. When I do it on when I do it on my PC, I can. Sometimes I like vibing on the phone. I'm just chilling right now. I gotta go to bed soon, but I'm having too much fun right now. But Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame, in my opinion. I would have Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. I get it. He bet on baseball. He bet on games he was involved in. That's not good. All-time player. 2004 Barry Bonds season, best ever. 2004? Pete Rose is dead. Now you can put him in the Hall of Fame. He can't embarrass the Hall with an asshole speech. Yeah, Pete Rose wasn't a great guy either. What time is it in Long Island? It's 2:30 in the morning. I took a fat nap before, though, SGA, so I'm good. His real punishment was not to get in alive. I felt like they were always going to do that. It always felt like they were going to put him in when he died. But it doesn't look like they're putting him in at all. So, it is what it is. He's the fucking hit king. He is. He's the greatest. He's got the most hits of all time. It's like, he absolutely belongs there. He broke a record that people thought was never going to be broken, too. Ty Cobb was a racist scumbag, and he's in the Hall. It's not a Hall without Pete Rose. Yeah, I mean, Ty Cobb was one of the worst fucking human beings of all time. Some of those stories behind the scenes about Ty Cobb are insane. Pete Rose is the greatest. They did him dirty. Pete Rose, Luis Ariz. I think Pete Rose, if he played today, would be a lot like Luis Ariz. Yes, I think that's a very good comparison. Randy Johnson or Nolan Ryan solely for a postseason run. I guess I'd have to go Randy Johnson. I love Madden NFL 26 and NBA 2K. It's not the Hall of really good. It's the Hall of Fame. Exactly. Listen, at some point, you got to look at it. And I think that's the only reason Barry Bonds isn't in the Hall of Fame, because I think a lot of the writers don't like him. I don't think it has anything to do with steroids. The day David Ortiz got put into the Hall of Fame, you could throw that argument out the window about steroids. Guys like A-Rod, guys like David, guys like Barry Bonds, I think these writers just did not like them. Randy Johnson's the best pitcher in MLB history, not even fucking close. Looking at him play makes me shit myself. Dude, I don't know how anybody who was left-handed ever hit against Randy Johnson. Kai Cobb attacked the fan in the stands for shouting out. Yeah. Ty Cobb was a bad person. I got NBA 2K games on my sports book to bet on. Really? That's crazy. The fact that Curt Schilling is in the Hall of Fame is a fucking tragedy. I'm with you on that. Dude, Ardell, Curt Schilling was unbelievable. He was a great big game pitcher, an all-time fucking pitcher. Belongs in the Hall of Fame. Look, I mean, people don't like him because of his politics. David Ortiz wasn't proven, LMAO, but him, Bagwell, Piazza were all on roids. David Ortiz was in the Mitchell Report. I don't think A-Rod wasn't proven either. He just admitted it. Why is this stream called Off the Rails? Have you seen the chat? I don't think Barry Bonds was ever proven either. Barry Bonds never got suspended. David Ortiz was on the Mitchell Report. There are people who were on the Mitchell Report that weren't proven that have gotten blackballed. Political persecution is for pussies. Rhodes, Punk, Reigns, and Cena. Top 5 wrestlers. Blaze people with 100 miles per hour heaters just so they'd be afraid to swing. Left-handed hitters. Any left-handed hitters that were hitter. Well, hold on. So can Tatis not make the Hall of Fame now? Like, I don't know. I'm not sure how that's going to work. It's writers. It's all like the fucking baseball writers, which I think is so stupid that we let a bunch of fucking nerds like determine shit like that. No. Teabag refers to a slang act. You would love to teabag somebody. What the hell? Can't wait to cash Schwarbonds. Dude, it got to the point last year where Kyle Schwarber was like plus 100 to like he was like plus 150 to homer. Did Florida cover? They did, Nate. They barely covered. That was a fucking I forgot about that. I had Florida minus 17 and a half. They won by 18. I think in the beginning steroids weren't illegal. They were banned and it snowballed into a scandal. Yeah, but who else is going to determine the Hall of Fame? Fans, players, writers is the best option. Goated, honestly, I've always thought that like they should have like a random panel of former players, not guys who are on the Hall of Fame ballot, that vote for that. Like I think it should be like guys who like played in the big leagues during the time of the guys who are on the ballot. Like you get like I don't know. You get like 100 guys that played that aren't on the ballot that played during the time that these guys like the 90s to the 2000s. I think your peers are the best people that can vote on this shit. I think like to me, I think there's no better determination than your peers. Bring back teabagging in the AEA games. Yeah, had to parlay him with team total or survive to get to that point. Yeah. 2018 DeGrom was pretty insane. Always thought his win-loss was funny as hell as a Braves fan. Dude was like 8-9 with a sub yard. Dude, Jacob DeGrom had like, I think his 2021 year was one of the most incredible pitching years of all time. I think he was like 6-5 or whatever he was. Like, I think he was like 9-8 and had like a .92 ERA. But players are so biased. Motherfuckers like Shaq say Bol is better than Wemby just because you played. I mean, that's the thing, though. You're only taking players from the generation. When you really check the guy, his own teammates would come teammate bag with you. 2020 ruined good things, many of them. You're right. What do you think about European rink much bigger than the standard NHL rink? I think it's a lot more fun when the rink is bigger. I think it's awesome. SGA just goes, I need to shave my pubes. All right. I still think the Pats are going to win, but I honestly think going from Knicks to Stidham doesn't change much. I don't think the Broncos' chances of winning went down that much. I think Jarrett Stidham could do enough. I think the line movement, I love the Broncos because I think the line moved a little too much. Rights are coming back to the NHL, and it's fucking awesome. It's good. It's a good thing for the NHL. But yeah, I think like Rams versus Pats Super Bowl. I don't think the Rams are getting past the Seahawks, but we'll see. Batman says, answer my question. Have you seen the clown with glasses that hides? No, I have not. Is the game in Foxborough or Denver? It's in Denver. That's the big thing. The game's in Denver. Like, the Broncos will have home field. It's plausible they could win that game. They can win. I think the fact that the line moves so much, I love the Broncos to cover the spread. I like sleeping in bed in my underwear. Fuck yeah, SGA. Can't wait for the Four Nations this year. They're not doing the Four Nations this year. Oh, next year. I was going to say. Yeah. They got the Olympics this year. The Four Nations was so much more fun than I thought it would be. I thought it was pointless when they put it together, but it ended up being a lot of fucking fun. But Olympic hockey should be electric. How the hell did Jose Ramirez's punch ruin Tim Anderson's career? He was never the same ever again. I think Tim Anderson was a flawed player, kind of in regards of like Luis Ariz, where he was a great hitter. Maybe it fucking knocked him senseless. I have no idea. You ever visit Denver? Air is so thin with the altitude you can't even breathe. Should be an advantage for the Broncos. Yeah, no, that's the biggest thing about the home field in Denver. Dude, that happened to me when I went to New Mexico. I was walking around New Mexico's like basketball arena, and I was out of breath from walking around. I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" Didn't realize how high the elevation was. Fired up for Olympic hockey. Broncos needs to play God. Um, yeah, Stidham's just got to control the game. Down goes Anderson. That was crazy. 3 fights in 9 seconds was fucking awesome. The commentary was absolutely legendary. Yeah, down goes Anderson. I love looking back at a really pretty well. Okay, I'm not going to open that one up. Remember when Tim Anderson was considered the future of the league? Tim Anderson was really good for like 2 years, but he was a guy. His biggest thing was like getting on base, and like then he stopped hitting. More Canadian tears on the silver medal stand while they play the Star Spangled Banner. You and me both. You and me fucking both. The 2020-2021 White Sox were so damn good for a minute. They had a really good. You're right. Those teams were really good. Like, and then they completely blew everything up. The Odor punch too. Yeah, something about guys getting punched in the face. They fall off a little bit. Storming the mounds were crazy back in the day. Used to happen all the time. MLB has crazy player fall-offs. Crazy Chris Bryant is only 33. What the fuck happened? Dude, Chris Bryant might be the worst contract in baseball history. Like, return on investment-wise. Chris Bryant is so bad now. Like, it's sad to see. Because he was so good for so long. Rougned Odor, yeah. Like, how do you come up with that name for a kid? SGA just wanted to let everybody know that he loves dry humping. Rendon is worse. Goated. I don't even think that's true. Like, Anthony Rendon, I think, has better numbers than Chris Bryant does. Like, I get it, Anthony Rendon, like, you know, he hated baseball. He never wanted to play. But I'm pretty sure Anthony Rendon has better numbers than Chris Bryant does with the Colorado Rockies. Like, Chris Bryant, like, never plays. Chris Bryant contract is still not worse than Rendon contract. I don't know if it's worse than Rendon. I really don't. Look at the numbers. Chris Bryant and that Cubs team is what really made me love baseball. I actually cried a little when Anthony Rizzo retired. That team was so special. Look up the numbers. I'm pretty sure Rendon has better numbers than Chris Bryant has with the Rockies. Like I get it. Anthony Rendon never wanted to play. Check, keep dropping MLB fall-offs. Who's that pitcher doing 60-plus years, they said, for rigging games and throwing balls on purpose? Doing 60, I mean, Emmanuel Clase and Luis Ortiz, both of the Cleveland Guardians. Baseball fall-offs. Let's think. Who else is falling off? But I think Rendon, shockingly, was a better player. I think his contract was a little more ridiculous, but shockingly a better player. SJ, I know what dry humping is. You don't got to explain it to me, man. Nah, fuck your hat, respectfully, gang. Damn, what the hell? Whit Merrifield fall off was crazy. Chris Taylor fall off. Verlander got to hang up the glove. Verlander's got to give it up. Whit Merrifield's a good one. He fell off. Puig was a really fast fall off. You're right about that. Yasiel Puig went from the most electric player in baseball to like shit in one year. Rangers, it's a shame you root for the most pathetic organization in sports, but hey, to each their own. Good pull time guy. Verlander was fucking insane the second half of last year. The fuck we talking about? Last year, was he? Verlander, listen, he's not the same Justin Verlander, but he gets it done. Was he that good in the second half? Under 3 ERA in the second half? I had no idea. Josh Hamilton's a good one. Josh Hamilton's the most, what have we done ever? You know, I can't even say shit back because, man, we were so ass this year. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be tough being a Ranger fan, man. Like, that letter, dude, why Chris Drury put out a letter, man, is so fucked up. It is what it is. Like, the Rangers, I think they just got to blow it up and restart, and I don't think it's going to take them long. I'm sure Gary Bettman's going to rig the draft for them, and they're going to get the number 1 pick next year. Look at his numbers right now. I'm not pulling it up, but I believe you. I wasn't really paying attention. Josh Hamilton may be the biggest fall off in MLB history. 2.99 ERA is crazy. I did not know that. Is Verlander the one married to Kate Upton? He doesn't even need a ring, to be honest. Well, he's already got a couple. Right? Justin Verlander at least has 1 ring. So he does have a ring. I really like that you talk a lot of shit on this YouTube channel. Of course, Dallas Keuchel was a good fall off. Dwight Howard was AD. Dwight Howard was a crazy. I wouldn't even say Dwight Howard was a fall off. I think Dwight Howard's like a first ballot Hall of Famer. Verlander does have two, right? I thought so. From a President Trophy team, now we're looking at the Sharks 2 years ago. Yeah, it sucks, dude. It's tough. That fall off is crazy, and like I don't know, they got to get Chris Drury the fuck out of here. Have a good night, Aaron. Have a good night, man. Dude, can you just drink a glass of water real quick? No. Steven Strasburg is a good one. Steven Strasburg fall off was crazy. Let's think. Walker Buehler, Tony Goslin. Walker Buehler's definitely one. Let's think. Baseball fall offs. I'm trying to think. I mean, Javi Baez was one. Patrick Corbin, yeah. Javi Baez was one where, like, he was fucking electric, and then he fucking completely fell off the planet. Trevor Bauer, Joey Gallo, yes. Baez was decent last year. Baez actually had a pretty good year, but, like, there was a time Javi Baez was in, like, crazy conversations. Strasburg had, like, 7 pitches. Dude was insane. Played for Tony Gwynn in college. Do you believe in LGBTQ? I do. Addison Russell. I mean, Addison Russell, that was a different thing. Addison Russell, like, he got arrested for domestic violence and nobody touched him ever again. That was a little bit different. Hanley Ramirez was always pretty good. Like, Hanley Ramirez carved out a pretty good career for himself. I don't really know if that was a fall off. Gary Sanchez is a great fall off. Yes. Holy shit. Gary Sanchez, I had a buddy who was a Yankee fan who was telling me Gary Sanchez was the next Mike Piazza. That did not happen. Julio Urias. Yes, Urias is a good one. Damn, you guys are coming up with really good ones. I'm trying to think of other fall offs. I think Corey Kluber fell off pretty quick. Will Chamberlain, every guard in NBA history ever. Corey Kluber was one. He was the best pitcher in baseball for like 2 years, and then kind of fell apart. He just had like injury troubles. I mean, like, I know ball Fley. Yeah, go. Did you know your shit? Julio Urias is a great pull. I'm trying to think of guys who swung the bat. Like, I'm trying to think of hitters that fell off. Like Chris Davis might be the all-time one. A-Rod, I don't think A-Rod really ever fell off. LaMelo Ball would dunk over you. I know that. LaMelo Ball would dunk all over me. Yeah, Goated knows his shit. Eric Hosmer, yeah. I don't really think Eric Hosmer was ever that good, though. Like, I don't know. I think that's more so like Eric Hosmer was just not great. Andrew Jones, he lasted a while, but he had a fall off for sure. Yeah, but that's because he got old. You know Hakeem Olajuwon? I do. You know what's my favorite Hakeem Olajuwon story, Batman? I don't know if you guys have heard this one about how he ended up at Houston for college. It's a really good story. Apparently, Hakeem Olajuwon came to the United States, and he had 4 schools that he was going to visit. He was going to visit St. John's, UConn. I think it was St. John's, UConn, Syracuse, and Houston, right? So Hakeem Olajuwon flew over, and he got out at JFK, like he went outside and was freezing his ass off, right? So he went inside and asked somebody, he showed them the list of 4 schools, and he asked, are any of these places in a warm weather climate? And the person was like, yeah, Houston. So right then and there, he decided he was going to Houston. Didn't even visit any of the schools. So that's how Hakeem Olajuwon ended up at Houston, because he did not want to play in the cold. Hey, Mr. Hatman. Tony Soprano, what's up? Jeremy Lin. Linsanity was the funniest time in New York sports history. Not complete full loss, but Belly Yelly could have dominated 5+ more years. In terms of other sports, Vladimir Tarasenko. Tarasenko is a good one. Vladimir Tarasenko, he's still playing, but like he was unbelievable. You know who I think was a fall off? Jordan Poole's a good fall off. Yes. I mean Kyle Kuzma's one too. Let me think. Fuck, I'm trying to think of hockey fall offs. Like Patrick, you know who was the biggest fall off? Is Patrick Laine. That guy. You want to talk about somebody who was like a stud? Patrick Laine went from being like one of the best players in the league to completely out. Like I don't even know where Patrick Laine is anymore. We all we lost all sports due to COVID for a while. Those are some dark days, dude. I was like super into WWE at the time because there was nothing else to do. I was watching WWE and I was super into Fortnite tournaments at that point because there was nothing else to watch. Ben Simmons is a good one. Patrick Laine is a tough one. In my opinion, Kareem is the best Laker. I don't know. I would say Kobe. Ben Simmons one was crazy. Um, yeah, for me, like Patrick Laine might be the biggest fall off in recent memory. And you know what Patrick Laine's problem was? He was addicted to Fortnite and saying how he was perfectly fine until the playoff series versus the Hawks. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Yeah, I would go Kobe as the greatest Laker. That's just me, but I think everybody that's a teach their own thing. I'd have trouble saying anybody similar to Line Pierre Luc Dubois. Pierre Luc Dubois did fall off the planet. Steve Nash on the Lakers was a mistake. Absolutely. I got rookie cards of that kid, Line, and he's off the map. They're trash now. Ugh. Yeah, he was addicted to Fortnite, apparently. Apparently, that's what derailed his whole career. Braden Holtby ceased to exist. Holtby was good for a while. Where did he go after Washington? I forget. He got traded somewhere. And he kind of fell off after that. Tuukka Rask. Tuukka Rask was good for a while, I feel like. You know who's a better example of that goated is Tim Thomas. Tim Thomas, like, because he got traded to the Islanders and never showed up. That was a brutal one. Roy Hibbert was a crazy one. Steve Nash was just old. Yeah, that was more that he got up there in age. Tim Thomas won a Stanley Cup, but then he completely fell off. Hope he went to Dallas. That's what it was. I think you can call John Moran a fall off. I think John Morant's more disappointing than anything, but I think fall off's a fair assessment of John Morant right now. I feel like I'm missing guys. Wemby can't dunk. I don't think that's the case. Gilbert Arenas is a good one, Derek. That's a great pull. Gilbert Arenas did fall off pretty badly. I'm trying to think. There's got to be I'm really struggling with this. You guys are good at this. A lot of good pulls. Let me think. Yeah, I don't know. You guys are pulling some really good names here. Great, this dude again. Kipper the man. Welcome back. Andrew Bynum was, yep. Imagine being Wemby and Giannis has to look up to him. It is kind of crazy. Yeah, Andrew Bynum fell off. You're right about that. John Morant went stupid trying to be in the streets when anybody would kill to be in his position. Yeah. John Morant, I don't know why he doesn't get it. Just stay off the fucking streets. Darren Williams is a good one. Yes. That's a great one. About an hour ago, this guy, yeah. All right. You know what? Yeah. I'm not dealing with that. Isaiah Thomas, the new Isaiah Thomas. Yeah. Once he got traded for Kyrie Irving. He completely fell off. Al Jefferson, Shark Gang moments. What's up? Al Jefferson was pretty good for a while, though. Yeah, I was one of the best guards ever. Best guards? I don't know about that. I'm trying to think of more fall-offs. The only one I came up with was Patrick Laine. You guys have come up with a lot of them. Derrick Rose. That was injuries. Shark Gang is in the building. Troy Terry fall-off is kind of crazy. Troy Terry's been a tough one. Even Trevor Zegras has been pretty bad. Both those guys. Yao Ming and Shaq with Cinema. Yeah. I mean, go to Troy, both of them. Lonzo Ball fell off hard. I don't think Lonzo Ball was ever that good, though. Lonzo Ball was, big coming out of college. Tyreek Evans had a good fall. Yeah. Wow. You guys are coming up with good ones. Tyreek Evans, I thought was going to be, one of the best players in the league. I wish I knew hockey. Never picked it up from the South. Yeah, I mean, the Atlanta Thrashers were there for a little bit, but they took off for Winnipeg. Michael Carter Williams. Michael Carter Williams had like that one really good year, and then he wasn't very good after that. Blake Griffin was a disappointment. Yeah, once Blake Griffin left the Clippers, that was pretty much it for him. He never really did much. Not with Detroit at least. Um, yeah, Blake Griffin was a tough one. Sherwin Williams from Duke. Oh, Sheldon Williams. Yeah, Sheldon Williams didn't have a great career. Tyrese Halliburton tried to. Yeah. Let me think. Lack of ball knowledge. Best year of Blake Griffin's career was when he carried Detroit. I guess he had a good year in Detroit. Like he had that really good year. I don't know. I just like you didn't hear much about him. Like I feel like his time in Detroit was just like it was very whatever where nobody really talked about him. Griffin's career was not a disappointment. Multiple time All Star or second best player in franchise. I never said he was a disappointment. I'm saying like Detroit, he was like he never really like was in the spotlight in Detroit. Look at his stats in that Detroit. I know what year you're talking about, Goated. Like, well, I forget which year it was, but I remember he had one year in Detroit where he was good there. It's just the spotlight. I'm talking more so like he was like constantly on highlight reels. But I guess that's what happens when you go to Detroit. His time in LA was a big waste of time. Blake Griffin. What do you think of Melo? I love Melo. Andre Drummond coming back and can shoot threes. Andre Drummond shooting the ball is so weird to me. Doug Baldwin fall off. I'm trying to think. Like, there's got to be somebody I'm missing. Like, how about Jamal Adams? Jamal Adams was a fall off and a half. He was a Jet too. Fuck Jamal Adams. Somebody said Darren Williams before. Jamal Adams is like one that I hate Jamal Adams. They never call Lob City a waste of time. Just because they didn't win a ring doesn't mean it was a waste of time. It was unbelievable. That's what like Lob City was a fucking trip. Dante Culpepper. I don't really know if he fell off. I think Tua is a good fall off. Tua Tagovailoa, who I don't think was really ever good, but he fell off pretty quickly. Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard's playing good basketball right now, though. Yeah, Leonard Fournette's a tough one. He's definitely one. Tua died after that head injury. Yeah, I guess that's an injury problem. Jaleel fell off. Le'Veon Bell, true. Le'Veon Bell should have never went to the Jets. He's an idiot for doing that. Jaleel Okafor. Jaleel Okafor was like a strange one. Because he was like the projected number one pick, like, when he came. Yeah. Kawhi is done for a couple weeks. His knees are bad. Chris Paul to the Lakers getting blocked was the worst thing. That's also weird looking back on it. Like, it is very odd to look back on, but it was great for the Clippers. It was great for the NBA and the Clippers organization for him to end up there. Kawhi is made out of titanium wire. He's fine. Fuck, I'm trying to come up with one. Like, I want to come up with a fucking fall off guy. Lonnie was the only one. Dude, Kawhi is amazing. This year, we got to call. Yeah. Your list of NFL. Oh, let's see. Russell Wilson, C.J. Stroud, T.Y. Hilton, Ezekiel Elliott, Damian Pierce, James Robinson. Ezekiel Elliott's a good one. I didn't even think of that. Ezekiel Elliott really, really fell off. Todd Gurley did fall off too. Todd Gurley's a good one. But no, Kawhi Leonard's not a fall off. He's having a really good year. That pick for the Detroit. Oh yeah, the Pistons taking Darko number 2. Todd Gurley went from being like the best player in the league to really just not being a factor at all. Carson Wentz, that was injury trouble too, but yeah, Carson Wentz is a good one. Yeah, that's the thing. Running back's a tough position. It's almost hard to say fall off because, like, I'll tell you what. You want a baseball player right now? The guy the Mets just got, Luis Robert. Luis Robert was like one of the premier players in the game for like 1 year, and he has been miserable since. And I'm a Met fan. I like. I'll say that Luis Robert was a fall off. Terrell Heineke fell off the earth. Football, yeah, football running backs. It's hard to say they fell off because the injuries are tough. Michael Conforto, another one. Dude, Michael Conforto, I loved him. He was like supposed to be a stud. Completely fucking fell off. I'll tell you what, Glaber Torres is probably a better, like, he had a good year last year, but Glaber Torres was like, they had him projected to be like the next fucking, like he was supposed to be like an all-time second baseman. What happened to Tommy LaStella? I have no idea. DeMarco Murray? Yeah, DeMarco Murray was behind the best offensive line in football and then went to a worse offensive line, so he just had nowhere to run. Fuck, it's getting late. I didn't even realize what fucking time it is. Steve Francis was a letdown. Steve Francis was a Nick for a cup of coffee, which is crazy. All right, guys, I'm going to have to go to bed soon. I want to get 2 hours in, though. Fuck. I'm 10 minutes away. I'm having too much fun bringing these guys up. Like, this is too much fun, this conversation right now. No applause for Anisha's Tommy LaStella poll. That was a great poll. Tommy LaStella last played for the Seattle Mariners in 2023. I did not know that. Tommy LaStella is a great poll. I was not expecting to hear Tommy LaStella's name tonight. Definitely not. What's one play for tomorrow and I'll place it? I don't know yet, Irish King. I got to look. I have no idea yet. If I think of something, I'll make it short. But Fley, you agreed DeMarco Murray was a fall off. He was. Reggie Bush is a good one. But, like, Reggie Bush never played well in the NFL. But that's hard because Reggie Bush was never really good in the NFL. Bush was the biggest letdown. I think he's more of a letdown than he was a fall off. Dalvin Cook had a crazy fall off Jets effect. I don't know. I think Dalvin Cook was just old and slow. Like Dalvin Cook, like when he was running for the Jets, I remember saying like they got to get this guy off the field. He just like he wasn't good anymore. That's when Michael Carter took off. AJ Green fell off. Absolutely. Talk about politics. No. Who's a quarterback that fell off? A quarterback that fell off is a good question. Quarterback. Dalvin Cook went from 1,300 yards to 300 yards the next year. Age or not, that's a fall off. It's definitely a fall off, but I don't think it's a Jets effect. I think it's that he just wasn't the guy he once was. Like, I think Dalvin Cook. Like, I remember like they started benching him. They started not dressing him because he just couldn't run. My mom said Reggie Bush got Hollywood struck. A lot of those guys did. That team was like the biggest thing in California. Vince Young. Yeah, Vince Young could be one. Vince Young had a couple good he had like one good year and then never played well again. Tony Romo. Vince Young was a huge letdown. Yeah. Hunter Renfro's a good one. Goated. That's a great pull. Hunter Renfro really just fell off the earth. Tony Romo's the king of yeah, I don't know. Tony Romo had a really long career. He just once like Dak Prescott started playing in the preseason, they could never put Tony Romo back in. Tony Romo had a really good career though. Renfro's a good one. I feel like Jermaine Kearse might be one too. Jermaine Kearse was a great fantasy wide receiver. Chase Claypool, yes, very good. Yeah, definitely. How about Kelvin Benjamin, too? Kelvin Benjamin's one. He just got fat. Flay looking okay today. I'm chilling, man. Thoughts on thoughts? I don't really have thoughts. Sam Bradford was like, he was another one who couldn't stay healthy. Deontay Johnson, Jeremy Shockey. Jeremy Shockey had a good career, though. Oh. Deontay Wilder. I'm trying to think. Trying to come up with another football one. I mean, was there a bigger fall off ever than Colin Kaepernick? Danny Tomlinson when he went to the Jets. Danny Tomlinson was good with the Jets. He was fine there. Was there ever a bigger fall off? David Johnson's a good one. I don't know if anybody fell off harder than Colin Kaepernick. Like, honestly, I don't know if anybody like really went from I was thinking about it. I'm like, damn, Otto Porter. Yeah, I don't think Otto Porter was ever really that good, but he had a good like first year in the NBA. You're right. Colin Kaepernick isn't really a fall off. I think it is goated. Colin Kaepernick went from being like a premier quarterback to like he was terrible his last year. LT is one of the running back greats, absolutely. No, Kaepernick is absolutely a fall off. He was so good his first year. Like he's pretty much the guy that like he was as good at running a read option as anybody. Like he was so perfect for the NFL. Albert Hainsworth is a good one. Can you imagine if LaDainian Tomlinson finished his career somewhere else? Yeah, I don't know. He was a good Jet though. LaDainian Tomlinson was still great with the Jets. Kaepernick, like the second team started making Colin Kaepernick, kind of like what happened with Lamar Jackson. Once you make him once they made him stay in the pocket and beat him with his arm, he couldn't do it. Devontae Freeman, yeah, Devontae Freeman is definitely one. Hainsworth is a great one once he signed that deal. Yeah, Albert Hainsworth was great with the Titans, and then he, like you said, he signed that deal with Washington, completely fell apart. I still don't understand Dameon Pierce fall off so good his rookie year, then never heard the name again. Yeah, that is a weird one. OBJ. I don't know if OBJ was a fall off. He kind of just got old and hurt. Yeah, no, Dameon Pierce is definitely one that doesn't make any sense. He was so good. But guys, I'm gonna hop off for the night. I appreciate everybody stopping by. It's late. I gotta work in the morning. Thank you guys. Have a good night.